Welcome to the Salt Circle podcast. My name is Hank. With me, he's the messenger from the abyss of death, under the protection of the planet of ruin. He's the guardian of silence. It's Ben.
That's what they call me. I'm the perfect human form that's actually like a cyborg and alien material and wishful thinking.
Important thing is she has a scythe?
She does. Well, she has a glaive.
Sure. Glaive.
A big glaive. Huge. A lot of reach.
And she's gonna destroy the world. Can't wake up.
Wake me up inside?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking Sailor Moon.
We're talking Sailor Moon. The Infinity Arc.
Is that what it's called?
Well, yeah, because all the acts are labeled Infinity.
I didn't pay any attention to that shit.
It started with Act 27, Infinity 1, Premonition. And we go through Act 38, Infinity 12, Infinite Journey.
Yeah.
And then we read the Chibi Moon Special 2, and what's that other one called? The Love of Princess Kaguya.
Wikipedia says Princess Kaguya's lover, but
that's not what it says in this book.
Well, Wikipedia is not following the book, clearly. It's broken up into different things. I don't know which version it's on, but it's like slightly off.
And it's volume 5 and 6 of the Eternal Editions, the physical books that I have.
Yeah, rub it in. Rub it in, asshole.
They're nice.
Physical books. Son of a bitch.
I even read them this time. Instead of reading a digital version, even though I have a book. Which I do sometimes.
I read on my phone, as per usual.
Hell yeah. So yeah, this is our first time reading the section of the Sailor Moon manga story that we haven't seen the anime for first.
Me 119 pages deep in the manga being like, Jesus Christ, I don't know why, but I'm having trouble following this. I wish there was like an animated version I could take in. I don't know why, but like for the longest time, it just wasn't like the way that they moved from place to place and like the pace of that shit was just like, or like not like the local events that would be happening. Like when we would move from like one panel to the next and then the next, and like the thing, like I just wasn't like, it wasn't hitting my brain in the right way, I guess. I don't know. It felt very jarring for a while, and then I like settled into it and we were fine. That was kind of why I had a slow start. And then like once I got to Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus, then I was like, it's here. This is why we're here. Finally.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we could. And Sailor
It's interesting. It's interesting. Because the one thing I know about the anime is it gets right on. It's right back on pace to formula, and introduces those characters pretty soon into it. So it's like this is like the opposite of how the manga, the difference between the manga and the anime, where the manga just introduces. It's like, all right, now we got Sailor Mercury, we got Sailor Mars, like one after the other, like bop bop bop, and the anime like took its time introducing those characters.
Yeah.
Whereas here the anime gets those two in right away, but the manga has a much slower pacing, revealing the mystery of those characters and introducing them. It's just an interesting difference of I don't know why it's worked out that way. It just clearly has.
The anime needed to get them in there, dude. Can't sit on that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah. I don't think the anime does the Uranus as another tuxedo mask.
Dude, it's pretty good though.
It shit's fire.
It's like I'm an oblivious fuck, so I was like, who is this dude?
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
I just took it at face, like when I sent you the thing of them, and I'm like, it's just two friends. I was like, this is a heterosexual couple. I didn't know we were getting to him yet. I had no idea.
That's the whole reason I was like dying to get to this part of the story.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, in hindsight, like, yeah, all that shit is fucking incredible, but at the time, I'm like, he's just some other bitch. I don't know. And like the part, it's after like the full reveal and all that stuff. But at some point, in these editions, somebody says something about Sailor Uranus like embodying a man and a woman or something like that, or both sides of whatever, something. And I'm like, okay, yeah. we have this line here because like we can't just say like we can't put the line in the manga that just says she's gay as hell, bro.
She could be a little gender fluid or whatever. That's fine. That's a treat.
I didn't think that was the... See, I looked it up because I took, once again, nice and oblivious, I took it at like face value, and I'm like, was this part of her character that I just had no idea about?
You didn't take it at face value if you didn't just accept the words that were presented to you.
I did
accept... Looked it up.
I did accept the words, but like... I just didn't know that was a... Like, I mostly was checking to see if the anime also...
Well, I think it's not as much a thing. I don't think the anime presents it in the same way.
Yeah, I mean...
Dakiuchi wrote it.
Yeah. It was just very...
But yeah.
You know, it's whatever. But no, I mean, they were great. Also...
Yeah, I mean, because the whole, like... presenting her as another tuxedo mask and kissing Sailor Moon. Like, she is having fun with it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And, like, she's going for it in a way I do not believe the anime does.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Even before you get to, like, dubisms. Like, even just like, the anime itself.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, that's
the same as this on that stuff.
That's what I had found.
Although it's also funny, like when you read this, because of the way the inner senshi and the outer senshi get treated as like units.
Yeah,
it's really not Neptune and Uranus. By the end, it's like Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto.
Dude,
just like in a throuple.
I was literally thinking that. I was like, this is just your average everyday outer planet throuple.
Yeah. They're gonna raise this baby.
Oh my god, dude! I was losing it. It's so good. It's so fucking good, and also a little bit funny.
Yeah, it's like, okay, this is what we're doing.
I'll say the thing that I started out in this kind of having my usual qualms about. Like Neo Queen Serenity versus Sailor Moon.
Mm-hmm.
But just the way that they were showing stuff with like the outer guardians, I don't know. It helped lock in the world building a little better. I don't know. I don't know why, but it just like it helped it click into like a thing of like how many thousands of years have passed and shit. So they are functionally like two different people. And them Because naturally, when I learned about the Outer Guardians and how they're like stronger or whatever, I think I had come across that concept earlier, somewhere, stumbled across it, but I had that thought in my mind. I'm like, so where the fuck were you when Silver Millennium like fell? Like, what was going on? And they say in this that they were like that was their command. Like they weren't supposed to leave those posts. It doesn't matter what the fuck is happening. And I'm like, okay. So we had that. And then we had we have a bit, I don't know if we'd gotten it before and I just didn't internalize it as well, or if this was a new thing. But there's a bit with Chibi, and it's like a flashback of Neo Queen Serenity saying that like the Sailor Moon you're gonna meet is way stronger than the one you know. I'm like, that's pretty fucking good. Like, yeah, she hasn't been doing that sort of shit for how many centuries, right? Of course she's not as strong in that regard. She's slacking.
She's gonna go Super Saiyan.
Oh my god, we got a fucking Super Saiyan, dude. Super Sailor Moon I was like going crazy. I was like, holy shit, they did it.
The way they just call her Super Sailor Moon.
Oh, it's so fucking good, man. It's perfect. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, the thing, and like the weird thing is the Crystal Tokyo in the future stuff also weirdly, because Crystal Tokyo also is the past. Like it's both the future and the past, because there's the new Crystal Tokyo and there's the old Crystal Tokyo. And like because it's not like the living
I don't remember it being the past. What?
Well, there's like the time when it fell, when Uranus and Neptune were not allowed to help. Pluto were not allowed to help, right?
Yeah, so there's like the fallen one in the...
But Pluto died in the future, it is now here. Whereas Uranus and Neptune, they're just reincarnated from the past to now. Like it's... Whereas Pluto's like reincarnated from the future back to here.
Yeah.
Because she's like out of time.
Right.
And I might be slightly wrong, but it's the thing that we saw Pluto die in the future last arc, but now she's here, which is the past for when that was. In theory.
Yeah.
Although, again, there was time travel stuff, so.
Yeah, don't ever put time travel on your manga. Just never do time travel, man.
Well, it's just interesting, because both those, the, like, Crystal Tokyo of the past and the Crystal Tokyo of the future, they're both, like, eternal times where people are thousands of years old, rather than, like, on Earth now is, like, the living time.
Well, but when you say
you have to go to high school.
When you say in the past, though, like, it's not in the past of the main story.
Yeah, in the past, where the original Queen Serenity
but that's
died.
Yeah, but, like, that's in the future of Usagi.
No.
Dude, it's in the 30th century. What are you talking about, man?
No, there was the other Crystal Tokyo. That is like at the start of the series, where they all die and then get reincarnated from. Where Usagi's just a princess. But then in the future Crystal Tokyo, she's Queen Serenity. It's different.
I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm crumbling to dust.
That's what I'm saying. Their future is a lot like their past. But they're distinct also. But they don't feel as distinct as they should. Because it feels like they're both like in this mythical space.
Yeah.
Like there was no Chibi Usa in the old Crystal Tokyo. That was not a thing that was not a person that existed. She only exists in the future Neo Crystal Tokyo, not Crystal Tokyo or whatever. On the moon. When they were living on the moon.
Wait, so the old one was in the moon?
Yeah, the old one was also on the moon. Prince Endemonian was from Earth.
Right. That I remember. You know what? I forgot that they were on the moon. That would have helped this a little bit. Because I know that. I remember that. That was like a whole fucking thing.
Yeah,
Because
Queen Beryl
it was just Gundam shit. Yeah, I'd forgotten that detail. And then like it's funny because like I knew at the time, like I remember that, but I didn't like question that like Crystal Tokyo is replacing current Tokyo. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Jesus Christ.
And Pluto makes it weirder to me.
I mean, yeah, it's like it's all fucked up.
But yeah, like so do you think it helped that we did the manga first instead of the anime first for your enjoyment? Do you think that was the right choice?
I think yes. Just because it's so much more streamlined, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the stuff that I liked and disliked, I mean, it depends on how much they change stuff. Like, probably, the Uranus Neptune stuff might not be as fire in the anime. But there might be shit that I
There's going to be much more monster of the week.
Yeah, but I'm also hoping for more hangout time because that's like the manga doesn't have much hangout time.
Manga has no hangout time.
Yeah,
well, it has some, and like. More than anything, it's that the other senshi are so reduced to like, oh, they're the inner senshi as like a thing.
Yeah.
Like, where the anime has much more time to treat them as individual characters in a way the manga just doesn't get to that often.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fucking, we are not spending time with Amy in the manga. We're not getting Amy time.
No. I mean, I'm chill with it. We stand Pluto now.
So that's my other thing reading this. I assume you didn't pick up on this, but I think this story is the reason the live action Sailor Moon is plotted the way it is. That they're taking like the Saturn plot and mapping it onto Usagi.
Sure.
Is like what they're doing. And then like, and like having a character dying, they're mapping that onto Venus or whatever. Like they're taking some big structural, like, the story gets darker there and putting it onto the characters that they have because it's a TV show and you have these actors, you should use them.
I just fucking like, what if instead of coming from the planet of Rune or whatever and being the guardian of silence and having a glaive and having this like really cool character who is destined to die and be reborn and shit, what if Sailor Venus had cancer? Like that just...
Well, I mean, it's not that. It's what if Sailor Moon were going to awaken and destroy the world. But yeah. Also Sailor Venus has cancer.
Like, it's just a funny, like, this is so much worse version of that shit.
No, it didn't work. I don't think it worked. But I at least see how they got there. I feel like.
Shout out to having the time of my life watching Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon and seeing Sailor Venus go and being like, oh, god damn. This bitch is on screen less than 2 minutes and she's hacking. It's over.
It's over.
Now we got Human Luna.
We had Human Luna in that show. We have Human Luna here.
Human Luna here was so much better, man.
Sure.
She wasn't wearing...
You like Human Luna wanting to kiss a boy?
Luna being thirsty as shit was very funny.
What about the cat kissing a human man?
That's what we're here for, Hank. This is my Jar Jar Binks episode. No, it was fucking weird. It was weird,
yeah.
But
yeah.
Also, there is still,
I think it's better because he is in love with this other girl. Like Luna is just in her own feelings the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like a separate thing from anything.
Also, remember,
this guy is like thinking about this cat.
If a girl gives an unwanted kiss, it's fine. Or if a cat does it, also fine.
Yeah, I don't think Artemis can get away with that. If I'm gonna be real.
Oh, yeah. No, that
if a female cat gives an
there was
unwanted kiss.
There
to
was
a human man.
I didn't like it. Put some stuff. So I didn't want to feel the same way about Luna and Artemis as I do about Usagi and Mamo, but here we are. Like,
well, it's weird because I never thought of them as being a couple, but then they just had a kid in the manga. I'm like,
dude, of course they're a
they
couple. There's a boy cat and a girl cat. Like, fucking obviously, bro. Come on.
Never thought of them as ending up together, other than like, oh, you're like connecting all the dots. It's like there are only two cats in the show. It's Luna and Rhett Butler, obviously.
Oh my god, fucking Rhett Butler. A real cat. A cat's cat. Toxic cat-ulinity. No, it's such a weird thing, and this is like another kind of issue with time travel and timelines and seeing your future and all that shit. The same for, I mean, it's the same exact thing as with Usagi, where it's like, you know who you end up with. Your child, your future child, is chilling with you as we fucking speak.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here? Like, I don't.
She's also she's thirsty.
It's weird, man. It's weird.
I mean, Usagi is also thirsty in this arc.
That's different. That's different. She was finding out she's bi. Like, Luna kissed someone of a different species where it was clearly not going to work. Sailor Moon was clearly dealing with those feelings because she said, what did she, it feels like my heart is crying. It feels like the stars are falling in my chest or whatever it was. Like, that girl's dealing with shit, man.
Yeah. Also, Luna is like a person cat. She's not like a cat.
Yeah. Sure. But, you know.
She does also ride on the wing of a plane.
Dude, I didn't even fucking, I'm like, yep, all right. That's, why not? Of course.
There's a cat on the plane, wing of this plane.
Shut the fuck up. Get out of here with your bullshit. I hate Chibi still. She sucks.
No, she's great.
No, she sucks.
Other than the fact that she wants to make out with her dad.
She sucks because they won't stop having her be horny for her father, which is fucking
But she gets
weird.
to say, "You're not Sailor Moon." Sailor Moon's legs are not that chunky.
I fucking hated that so much because I was so annoyed by her, and then they gave her that line, and I was like laughing. I didn't want to be laughing. I wanted to be annoyed at her. Dude, there were so many good, like, where they do the thing where like the person is getting like stabbed by the word stab or whatever. After like someone else says something.
There's like an arrow coming from the word balloon.
Yeah, there's like so many of those, and they're so good. Like Usagi being like, "Yo, we got into high school, da da da," and Minako is like, "Yeah, we can do makeup tests together because we're dumb."
We got that great Usagi crying panel that I sent you.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, and we got that cat panel that you sent that you edited. What's the exact?
I'm just a cat. I can't do anything to help you.
Yeah.
Incredibly postable.
The fucking the parallel between that and like, well, I don't have any powers. I'm just a little cat, but it's better than nothing.
If it's better than nobody.
So good, man.
2 attitudes for life.
Hell yeah. We digressed a little bit, but just to close off the manga anime thing. So I do think that is the play, because now, like, when I'm watching it, I'll know what's happening, and I can like perk up for new shit, or like I'm not gonna feel. When we did the anime first, I wanted to pay attention to like every single fight, because I didn't know which ones were canon and which ones aren't, and like what one's gonna come with important shit. And not that I don't want to pay any attention, right? Because like that's how you miss great moments, potentially. But like I know that I don't have to like lock in, or I'll miss plot stuff. Like I won't feel bad about like phasing out a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Because the thing with R in particular was like it came in. You would have these sections that are Monster of the Week, and it was delightful. And then it would be like, now we're to the plot episodes, and they're just like way less jokes, and we're just doing story. I mean, that part just wasn't as good.
Yeah. Yeah. But now I got all this story already.
Yeah.
It's in there. Until I inevitably forget the details.
And I do think the S part of the anime is more respected than the R part of the anime.
Sure.
But again, that's for ultimately, I think that is for plot stuff, so I don't know how it's going to go for us.
I mean, of course it's more respected. They introduced levels for the bad guys, so now we can retroactively apply levels to all the other bad guys. That's important. And if Sailor Moon and her friends are beating people with those levels, they must also have a level.
I mean, also, it introduces Uranus and Neptune, and they're just good.
Yeah, of course. And Super Sailor Moon?
Super Sailor Moon.
The less important Super Chibi Sailor Moon?
Mm-hmm.
Which is one too many words. If I'm being honest. Like, Super Sailor Moon, beautiful. Love it. Perfect. No notes. Super Chibi Sailor Moon, it just doesn't roll the same way.
It's no Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Yeah, that's peak.
A thing no character ever said. But it was the way those forms were marketed.
I mean, yeah, because they had regrets. They knew what it should have been.
I think it was never said. I don't remember if they said it in ResF or not. Actually,
there is one thing regarding abilities, and I love that we're getting like I love the titles and shit. When I don't know if we've gotten. Did we get all of the I don't know how else to call it, the titles in the same way, like Guardian of X from the planet, whatever. Guardian of Love, Guardian of Justice, Guardian of whatever.
Probably. I don't know.
I didn't remember if we had all those before or not. And I loved all of them. I love that shit. I love a good title. When someone says their name is like Kalinius, Master of the 8 Rings, I'm like, I'm fucking in. This guy rules.
I know Venus Guardian of Love has always been a thing.
Yes. Yeah. Jupiter's is Guardian of Protection. I'm not a fan. Guardian of Protection. That's. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's.
Look, honestly, Jupiter has been power crept by Uranus in her spot.
Yeah. A little bit. Uranus is older. She's like 16 or whatever, and she races.
Uh-huh. And she has a girlfriend.
She has a fucking sword, bro.
She does have a sword. How was your sword experience?
Eyes popping out of my head like a fucking cartoon character while I blow my foghorn. Sword on the page. Sword was sick. It's a good look.
Did not really have a story to it.
It didn't have a story. It doesn't seem like incredibly special, apart from being like a talisman. But
yeah,
look,
it's as important as that mirror.
They would all
having a sword much cooler than having a mirror as your weapon. I'll say.
Yeah, well, it's like it's like Kingdom Hearts bullshit, right?
But
at the beginning of that game, you get to pick a thing. You can pick a sword, a shield. Is it a mirror or a wand? You have to pick between like 3 items at the beginning of that game.
Oh, I don't fucking remember.
It's like a sword, a shield, and something else that doesn't make as much sense. But like you, come on, the sword's right there, man.
Sword's right there.
I think
also her talisman should be a violin. It's more memorable.
That's true.
You're more memorable object. But I feel like they probably sold more mirrors to girls as merchandise.
Oh yeah. What the hell is the third talisman? Am I going crazy?
Isn't it just Pluto's staff?
Yeah, it's like the gem on the top of her staff. It is. Yeah, no, it is. It is. Yeah. Which is like, kind of. I mean, it's something.
Yeah.
I think all of the Sailor Guardians should get swords, and they should have to craft those swords. And they should have to.
I've got a manga for you. It's called Magical Knight Raiders.
I think about that first half of Raiders all the goddamn time, dude. It's so fucking me coded. It's crazy.
Everyone got new attacks.
Yeah, I picked up on that. I was very happy. It was very fun. Yeah. Dude, I'm like you. Maybe it was like this in the manga, always, and I just don't remember it as well. Because for the fight stuff, like I tend to keep the anime in my head a little more, right? Just because it's visual, there's movement and all that. But like the fights were all like, oh no, it's a person, and then like Sailor Moon or Chibi Usa or Chibi Sailor Moon or somebody shows up and like fucking one taps them. Like that just happened so many times. I'm like, I just don't remember it being quite like this. But I guess that's because I'm remembering like the fights where they did have to like exert themselves a little bit, as opposed to the ones where like just the fodder gets wrecked.
Yeah. Look, Sailor Moon shows up, and then you get owned by her special attack.
Yeah.
Unless you're a new leveled up enemy or whatever, and then you get to win first, and then she gets a new attack or whatever.
Oh, dude, the Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail. The Holy Grail thing is so funny.
The Holy Grail, it's funny. I'll be real. The thing where like everybody is like giving their power and it like goes to the Grail, and like the panel of her drinking that is so fucking cool. I'm like, I fucking like that. Like having to physically take in the power in that way. That's really fucking good. That hit.
Yeah.
And just how it was drawn.
Yeah. I also like the time travel loop of it, of Chibiusa knows this thing is like a powerful relic in the 30th century or whatever. But this is where it got made, is her getting Usagi and Mamoru to make it.
That's clearly not what happened, Hank. The one from the future is the actual Holy Grail, okay? Did you see it in her clearly perfect memory? It was huge. That was a totally different cup. Yeah, no, I try not to think about that shit because it all breaks immediately.
I don't know. I like that stuff. If you're gonna do time travel, fucking do that shit.
I like that stuff, but then like, you know, it's like, where does the loop start or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
It's fun, but that's why I don't think about it too much. This is not a place to be questioning shit.
Look, it forms a loop. It's just that's just what happens. It's destiny.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I do, man. They were fucking making a mess of that shit though in this with some of the plot, because they were like, well, it was like maybe I'm misremembering slightly, but it was like a mix of, well, Neo Tokyo is like Crystal Tokyo or Neo Crystal Tokyo or whatever is standing in the future, so like it must be fine, with a mix of like, holy shit, this didn't happen to the past, we have to stop it. Like this weird thing of
you have to make it's like, oh wait, the future exists. We have to make the stakes feel real somehow.
Yeah.
We have to talk about how no, it's for real though. You don't get a free pass.
See, and I think,
even though it does all work out in the end.
I feel like,
so you could argue that's just how it always was.
I feel like they need, even in this exact media as it currently is, I feel like they don't need to do that. I think it's good enough that they can trust it, right? Even though you know how it ends up, I think it's good enough that in the moment you wouldn't be thinking about, oh, I know it's fine because XYZ. You'd be invested in the current conflict as a kid. That's my opinion.
Yeah, but you're a goldfish.
Many kids are goldfish, Hank.
It's true, but like that line is for the other kids.
Hey, I might have been better with that stuff when I was a kid. I just don't remember. Fucking fine though. Look, all my fucking memory went to Pokemon. All of it. That's all I had in me was Pokemon.
Which Pokemon had swords?
None of them. But some of them learned sword dance, and I thought that was very cool, except it did no damage, so it was very disappointing.
Not the Pokemon that is a sword, or the Pokemon that's two swords.
I was of legal drinking age by the time those came out, I think.
What about that dog that has a sword?
Ugh. Blech. Disgusting.
You don't like the dog with a sword in its mouth? Pokemon?
Not in Pokemon. In Digimon?
Why?
Hit me up. I mean, look, we're here. This is my problem with the Pokemon designs ultimately, is that
yeah, Digimon are cooler?
Digimon are cooler, but Digimon are also people, right? They think, they talk, they have thoughts, they are intelligent, and they can express themselves as being intelligent.
So do Pokemon. Do you remember when that fucking Slowking needed pants?
Pokemon, for the most part. What the fuck is Meowscarab, man? Why am I putting this thing in a Pokeball? That's a person in a costume. What the fuck? Like, some of them, like Mewtwo can talk, Lugia can like talk or whatever.
All the legendaries talk in the movies.
Yeah, and that's
in the movies. Pokemon are talking all the time,
and that's fine. But more and more like random Pokemon are just looking like people.
It's
Like,
not
all
more
the
and more.
starters-
Mr. Mime always was a Pokemon.
I said more and
it
more.
just-
I didn't say it never happened. I said now it's to a point where it's like, okay, we have just like humanoids running around.
Look, it's just always been a part of the thing. There are just more Pokemon than there used to be.
Name all of the humanoid Pokemon before 2004. Don't actually do that because we don't have time to think of it. But like there weren't that many, and they're doing more and more because like people like those designs, which I don't disagree with. I like those designs. I just don't like them.
I don't think it's more and more. I think you're just.
Bro, what are you
got annoyed
talking
by
about?
it.
3 starters, all 3 starters for like the past 3 gens turn into humanoids at the end.
That's not true. Not all of them.
Oh my god. Okay, not all of them, but a
The fire
wild
one.
a wild
Fuecoco.
percentage. A wild percentage.
Yeah, but Blastoise is humanoid-ish.
He's not humanoidish, man. 2 legs doesn't equal humanoid. It just means he's on 2 legs. He doesn't look like a person. They're becoming more and more like somebody's persona. And again, I don't dislike the designs necessarily. I just think it would fit better. Like, this is why I've said if they put all of the Pokemon, if you have like a mystery dungeon game, I fucking love that. That's perfect because all the Pokemon are like talking and doing stuff in that, and I don't care at all because that just fits for how those designs look to me. It's the fact of like, go Meowscara, beat the shit out of that thing. Like, it's just weird, man. It just visually, I don't like it. It doesn't line up.
I mean, you don't have to like it. I just don't think it's new.
The idea of a humanoid Pokemon is not new. The thing is that there are more of them. Like, at a higher rate than there previously was. Object Pokemon? I had to eat my words on that one. I thought there was a higher rate, and it might be like slightly higher, but it's not that much higher. I mean, there's more of them now because there are more Pokemon, but like the rate per generation is not wildly higher like I thought it was. Humanoid Pokemon, there's more of them. We have those 2. What are there's like the dude that has like 2 swords in his hand, and there's like his counterpart.
2 swords in his hands. Ceruledge?
Yeah. Him and the other one, whatever the other guy is.
Are Amarouge? Amarouge?
Oh yeah, sure. That sounds right.
Yeah, alongside Mr. Rhyme.
Nah.
But that's not like more than any other gen.
I mean, I'd have to look at like lists.
There's a Reddit post saying someone who went through it and counted, and it's like, if anything, it's gone down, but it's like pretty even. Like it's a consistent rate.
How recent is it? Just out of curiosity.
This Reddit post is from 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I just think it's higher. I don't know how it can't be higher.
No, you're just blind to the ones that already existed. Or you're just more annoyed by the newer designs than the other humanoid designs that existed before.
I mean, even in just I mean, I guess I'm thinking probably mostly of starters.
But that
Like, that's the first thing I think of anyway. And I think that one is definitely, like, has been increasing.
Not really. They just always were... Like, Blaziken's humanoid. That's Gen 3. Like, it's not it's not a new phenomenon.
They're getting more human-like then. Fine.
Not like as a trend. Like, maybe in a couple examples. Maybe you want to say Meowscarada is more human than Blaziken? I guess.
Yes.
Or Infernape?
Infernape's a monkey, dude. He gets a pass. He does get a bit of a pass. He's just a monkey.
Then fucking...
It's not his fault that monkeys are humanoid. I would say Gen 1.
Honestly, it just sounds like you don't like Masquerana. Like, that's your example.
Oh my! I don't know all their names.
But, like, I don't... Masquerana versus, like,
Meowscarada.
Ninja.
Quaquaval.
Like, I don't...
Quaquaval is bad. Some of it's with movement as well. Rillaboom's alright. Cinderace is just a soccer playing bunny. Inteleon. It's not that they're like human, but like between how they look like characters.
Yeah, so does Greninja.
Yeah, he's shit too. What are you talking? Like,
yeah, but he's not like new.
Here's the thing. If they look like they should be able to talk to me in a regular voice, that's no good.
Well, I don't think those new ones look like they should talk in a normal voice either. They should talk in some fucking weird, fucked up voice.
Like Meowscarada, that new.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like some fucked up voice. It'd be like an accent or something. I don't know, man. I just doesn't vibe.
It doesn't. I'm not saying it has to vibe. I just think you're wrong about it being a new phenomenon. I think it's just a consistent thing throughout Pokemon.
I never said it. You're putting new phenomenon in my mouth. I never said it was new. I said it was increasing, and then I adjusted to say like the humanoid things are becoming more. I said human, but that's not correct. Like more of a character that looks like it should speak the way a Digimon does. Like if I look at Meowscarada, it doesn't look like it should be saying like Meowscarada. That's a thing. That's a design that looks like it should be talking in a voice to the other characters.
You think Incineroar should be saying Incineroar?
No.
Yeah.
He should be like challenging an army or something. Want to fight all the time.
You think Mr. Mime should just be saying Mr. Mime?
Mr. Mime should be on a list.
I think Machoke should be just saying Machoke.
Also, like, no, but that is also admitted, like, nostalgia blinds me on those, right?
That's what.
Like,
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It was just there the whole time. You just like, it only bothers you now. That's really.
To be fair, it's bothered me for fucking years. Sure. I didn't like Lucario, and I don't like Lucario for that reason. Although he does talk. Maybe that was it. He talked, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then there's all these other ones that look like they should talk, and they don't. I don't know. This is why in the
one
future...
that was in a movie talks.
Yeah. And whatever. I didn't even watch the movie. I just saw, like, clips or something.
No, I mean, I don't like that about that the Pokemon talk in the movies, but that's a consistent movie problem from the very first one.
Yeah.
That's more my thing. Like these just there's aren't new like you can be more annoyed about them now because you've gotten older and you like they've done it more. But like most of these things that people it's been there. Pokemon has not really changed. It's still just Pokemon.
I mean, there are plenty of design things that have like shifted. But some of that is like moving from sprites and like designs are just like they can be more complex and they can use like way more colors and the eye shape is different. That's like one that people hone in on that I kind of didn't really internalize until like it was pointed out. But I mean, this is why like I got fucking got with Pokemon Scarlet again, and then I was like, I can't keep doing this, so I'm just waiting for another mystery dungeon game to come out because that like I'm chill with it. That hits all my notes.
Just sure.
Or I'll wait for the movie where they all can talk and it just becomes Digimon. Or I'll wait for them to give a Pokemon just a gun. Shout out to Impmon, my hero.
Hell yeah. He got a gun and he made it a bigger gun.
Dude, it's like the one thing I remembered from when I was little. I was like kind of deep in too. Like I remembered like some of the beginning shit, but then like that's the only late thing in that is him running and it just turns into a fucking giant gun.
Hell yeah.
That's the good shit, man. I would kill for a Pokemon with just a gun. That would be very funny. I wasn't a huge fan of Pokemon with a big hammer, but I can get behind Pokemon with a gun.
So the principle in which Pal World was built.
Hell yeah. Can you give them I know you have guns, but can you make the Pokemon, the legally distinct collectible creatures wield guns?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
shit.
the whole thing. That was the whole big thing about. You can also have them work in your.
Oh, I know you could.
Mine to
yeah, I
make
knew
guns.
you could. I knew you could like put them in the factory.
Yeah, but no, you can like make a turret and then put a PAL on it. Or
whatever. That's fucking prime, dude.
You also can catch humans, and they're functionally identical to PALs.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
Have I been missing out on fucking Pal World?
Well, I mean, it's kind of jank and early accessy.
Yeah.
But like it has that is a thing you can do. I played a bunch of it, so yes, that is a thing you can do.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I need to see if it works on Steam Deck because yeah. This is it. It's the classic Steam Deck experience. Works out of the box. Works great. Thumbs up. Verified. Plays super stable. It's great. Is between 30 and 40 frames with some dips into the 20s.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
I'll pass for now. Steam Deck 2, maybe.
It'll be great on Switch too. VRR will save it.
Nah.
Because then with VRR, you get 40 frames and it's fine. 40 frames on VRR is like way better.
Pal World
on a 120 hertz monitor.
Pal World coming to Switch would be fucking insane.
Isn't it on? Is it not on Switch?
Doesn't look like it is. Windows, Xbox One, PlayStation.
Nintendo is so
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised it's on the other consoles, but that's more understandable. I didn't know you could fucking give them guns, man.
Yes,
This
that was
changes
the whole
everything.
Marketing pitch. That was the whole marketing pitch. It was Pokemon with guns. And it's more like
here's the thing,
crafting.
it can be. I know
generic
that,
crafting game with,
but I didn't know you could give them guns. I knew you could use guns. I knew you could go out and be like, "Yo, it's a peekaboo, bam, 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 bam." Like I didn't know you could be like, "Yo, here is your firearm."
No, like the thing with the trailer is you just see a pal that just looks like a Wooloo
Do you
at
think,
a fucking machine gun turret.
Do you think I remember all of the trailer? In this,
Just saying, this was
I'm
the thing.
over
It
30.
was having a cute little sheep wielding a fucking Gatling gun.
Yeah, I just don't
on a
remember
turret
that
or something.
fucking at all. That
was
good,
like the whole
though.
thing.
That's
with
great.
Palworld. Build your defenses to fend off attacks
Yeah,
of wild pals or whatever.
gotcha.
It is. I mean, yeah, it's just a thing in that game. It was a whole thing.
I mean, I was interested in that, but Steam Deck
Yeah.
kills a lot of things.
I mean, it was also a buggy piece of crap, kind of. So,
Dude, looking
I
at
got sick of it for early access reasons.
Looking at Oblivion Remastered, and I'm like, same exact thing, right? Oh, it runs great on Steam Deck, and it's like 20 frames in open world. But then I looked at it's like, oh, that's just like the experience. Like it just runs the way original Oblivion did, but on 360.
Uh-huh. And you're like, oh, maybe I don't care. Maybe that'll hit the nostalgia better even.
I mean, yeah, I kind of don't. I mean, I don't feel the urge
For Oblivion?
for
I mean,
remastered.
Yeah.
'Cause,
I never
like-
liked those games anyway, so I got no pull.
See, I love those games, but I'm like, this is just it's essentially just a graphics package, and I'm like, I just don't care enough.
Sure.
And I'm immune to like for those games for like that sort of thing. I'm immune to like quality of life shit. So, meh. I got the original. They'll just play that.
Sure.
Also, that one runs on deck. Like you could amp it up.
True. That one is a much less heavy game. Anyway,
Sailor Moon's great.
Sailor Moon.
Dude, there were so many star shots. There's so many like
There were
little
a lot of stars.
glistening, glittery, sparkly shit. Ah, it's so good. Every fucking time it hits.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I already started watching the anime, but I'm only like 4 episodes in.
Yeah.
But I got to an Ikuhara episode, and it was fire. And then I got the most Charlie Brown ass Sailor Moon episode.
Holy shit.
It's like that gif of that it has the gif of Sailor Moon crying, where she just looks like Charlie Brown, like her tongue is sticking up.
Hell yeah.
Charlie Brown wiggle.
Hell yeah. Oh, I need the. I have not started yet. I haven't. Yeah. I got it. Don't know why I didn't. Why I thought I might not have it.
I've taken 30 plus screenshots already.
Holy shit.
Shit's good. Well, I mean, that was another thing with the end of R was we were bereft of Ikuhara episodes because he was busy making the movie.
Yeah.
So he does the the like real introduction for Neptune and Uranus, and it's so fucking good. It's like also
Hell
weirdly
yeah,
a
dude.
great Minako episode.
Oh, kind of random.
Well, like Sailor Moon and her are and Sailor Venus are like stalking.
Oh,
They
gotcha.
think he's such a hot guy.
Hell yeah. Oh my god. Oh, that's real good. I might dip in a little bit. Just because
yeah.
I do have a flight coming up.
Hell yeah. So do you think we should do that section of the anime next, or just continue on with the manga?
Yeah, that was a tough. I was thinking about that. It's kind of a tough one. I think in a perfect world, I'd like to do anime, manga, or whatever. But realistically, it probably makes more sense to do the manga and go through that, because we could do like consistently, and we could even do that like while I have time, and then the anime will just like be a thing that I poke at, and it happens when it happens.
Yeah, I think that's the right call.
Because like I could probably bang out Sailor Moon S, but then like we're gonna have the same thing.
Yeah,
in the future
I think
anyway.
if we just focus on getting the manga done, we can get the manga done. If
Yes.
we
Totally.
try and go either way, we won't finish either.
Yeah. So I think that's the plan.
Okay. And now you know the plan, listener.
Yeah.
saltcirclepodcast@gmail.com, saltcirclepod.bsky.social, saltcirclepod on Twitter, youtube.com/@saltcircle. Various links in the description. I'm on Bluesky at comicpanels.bsky.social.
I'm on YouTube at Drathius. You can I pulled the trigger on Drathius.com today.
Wow.
I want to set up my own website. I don't know when the fuck that's going to happen. But they say if there's a domain you potentially want, to just buy it. Because otherwise you're not going to fucking get it.
Okay.
It's like Salt Circle, it's already gone. And all of the variants cost like $100 a year or whatever.
There are a lot of top-level domains that are cheaper now.
saltcirclepodcast.com, available. It's like $12 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's thinking about it. Don't worry. We'll get him. We'll wear him down, guys.
Thoughts.
We can make it look like a 1998 GeoCities site, and it will have like little GIFs on it, and it'll start playing our theme when you go onto the site.
Sure. Build it.
Oh. Dude, you know my ass is just going to have ChatGPT build it.
Ugh.
That's like the one thing it's good at, man.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
Dude, it's the difference between it existing and not existing.
Yeah, but it doesn't need to exist. It's fine.
It needs to exist. I don't know what the fuck we'd do with it. Hosting would be a nightmare.
Not if it's ChatGPT. There's like a new version of. There's like NeoCities.
Yeah.
It's like the new version of GeoCities or whatever.
Yeah, there's NeoCities, and like I think WordPress also has their own.
No, WordPress
version.
is terrible. WordPress is a nightmare. Yeah. Their CEO is a piece of shit.
Gotcha.
Everyone out here be complaining about WordPress being terrible.
I think
I did look into website stuff not that long ago.
Hell yeah.
WordPress is not the way. It's the thing I'm sure of.
Well, then we'll go Neo Cities. We'll have our own little thing. That'll be perfect. Then I'll have something to link on my future website.
I mean, you can link to the podcast page exists. It's just
but it's not as sexy.
Spotify thing.
It's in vogue on your little personal retro website to link to other little websites.
Mm-hmm. Web rings.
Yeah, web rings.
Anyway, that's the podcast.